He was a wrestling icon until the racism leaked Hulk Hogan's fall from grace. Welcome to Burden of History, where truth isn't just told, it's restored. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. If you're not subscribed, now's your chance to join a channel that doesn't flinch when the truth gets uncomfortable. They called him a hero, a living legend, the man who slammed giants and defined an era. But when the mask came off, what we saw wasn't just a wrestler. It was a man whose words betrayed everything he claimed to stand for. The legend of Hulk Hogan. In the 1980s, Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestler, he was America's muscle-bound myth. Blonde handlebar mustache, red and yellow gear, flexing for the cameras with Real American blasting in the background. Kids wore his bandanas. He was on lunchboxes, cereal boxes, even in movies. Hulkamania was a cultural tsunami, and millions believed in the man who told them to say their prayers and eat their vitamins. He wasn't just a character. Terry Bollea was Hulk Hogan, a symbol of strength, patriotism, and family values, or so we thought. The tape that changed everything. But behind closed doors, the legend unraveled. In 2015, a leaked sex tape recorded in 2007 was published by Gawker. What shocked the world wasn't just the act, it was the words. In the audio, Hogan used the N-word multiple times, and not just casually, he used it with venom, disgust, and full knowledge of what he was saying. He said he didn't want his daughter dating a black man. He described himself as a racist. No script, no wrestling gimmick, just Terry Bollea speaking his truth. The backlash was swift. WWE terminated his contract. His name was removed from their website. His Hall of Fame status quietly shelved. But while the company moved quickly, many fans stood in disbelief. Was this the same man who told generations to believe in justice, forgiveness, or forgetfulness? 3 years later, in 2018, WWE reinstated Hulk Hogan. They called it second chances, but many called it a slap in the face. Black wrestlers like Titus O'Neil and Kofi Kingston remained publicly professional, but privately, they admitted the so-called apology felt forced and hollow. The problem isn't just that Hogan said those things. It's that his return to the spotlight came without real accountability. A quiet re-entry, no press conference, no sincere dialogue. America is quick to forgive its heroes if they're white, but for everyone else, one mistake defines you forever. For Hogan, a full-on racial rant became a bump in the road, mourning a fallen hero. Now, every time his name trends, the question comes back, can you mourn someone without mourning what they stood for? When his health declines, tributes begin. But there's always a shadow, always a line in the comments. Don't forget what he said. The tape didn't just expose a man, it exposed a truth we've known far too long. Our heroes aren't always worthy of our silence. What we excuse, we normalize. And what we normalize, we pass down to the next generation, wrapped in nostalgia, drenched in denial, unmasking the legend. There's no doubt Hulk Hogan built a legacy, but legacies aren't just muscles and body slams. They're made of choices, words, silence, beliefs. And in his quietest moment, when the cameras weren't rolling, he showed us exactly who he was. Then, just to add insult to injury, he publicly supported the Orange Man, as if the racism on tape wasn't clear enough. We're not here to rewrite the past. We're here to remember it with clarity. No spin, no script, no excuses. Author's note: as someone who grew up seeing Hulk Hogan as a larger-than-life hero, it's not easy to face this truth. But truth doesn't play favorites. Because when a black athlete takes a knee for justice, like Colin Kaepernick, America never forgets. He didn't curse, he didn't rant, he simply knelt. And yet, they turned him into a villain. But when a white man unleashes a full-blown racist tirade behind closed doors, they erase the tape, then call it a mistake. That's not just hypocrisy, that's the blueprint. We forgive power, we forget whiteness. But black men who dare to stand or kneel for something personal, they are banished and branded for life. That's why channels like this exist, to tell the truth without fear, to hold memory in our own hands. Call to action. If you're here for real history, not the whitewashed version they'll never show you on cable, subscribe, share this, and stay with us. We've got more truth to restore.